Good morning, students. I hope you are doing good. In the previous topic, we studied about the limit of trigonometric functions. Now we have some more formulas of the limits. The first is limit x approaches to 0, a power x minus 1 upon x equal to, this becomes log of a base e. I hope you are familiar with the properties of log and what is log. Second formula is limit x approaches to 0, log of 1 plus x upon x, this is also equal to 1. And the last one is limit x approaches to 0, e power x minus 1 upon x equal to 1. You have to reduce the question in these three standard forms wherever you see of the same type of question. Like here we have first question 5 power x. So your value of a is 5. So we can compare this question with the first formula. So we have to reduce this into this form, that is a power x minus 1 upon x. Then it will be equal to log of a base e. So let's start. So comparing this first question 5 power x minus 1 with this first formula, so we should have a power x minus 1 upon x. We should have x in the denominator, which is not there in this question. So let us simplify this. So to make it in the standard form, that is 5 power x minus 1 whole upon x, I am going to rationalize the denominator first, because when you put x equal to 0 in numerator and denominator, this form reduces to 0 upon 0, indeterminate form. So denominator is also 0. So first of all, we rationalize the denominator. So this is square root of 4 plus x plus 2 upon, this becomes a plus b, a minus b, that is a square minus b square. So this is equal to limit x tending to 0, 5 power x minus 1, and in the denominator you see guys, with square root is cancelled and we get 4 plus x, and this is 2 square which is minus 4, so 4 get cancelled. We have x in the denominator which is adjusted with the first term, that is 5 power x minus 1 into limit x approaches to 0, the rationalized factor 4 plus x plus 2. Now the question is reduced to the standard form. We can apply this first formula, that is in place of a we have 5, so this reduces to log of 5 base e into, so when x approaches to 0 here we get square root of 4. Okay, so square root of 4 which is 2, and 2 plus 2 4, so we can write it in front. So 4 log 5 is the answer. So you have to make the adjustment so that you can apply this formula. Let's do one more question. The second question here is log of 1 plus x upon 3 power x minus 1. So now since there is log, so we are going to apply the formula log of 1 plus x whole upon x, this is equal to 1 in the second formula. So this is limit x approaches 0, log of 1 plus x. Since there is not x in the denominator, so we multiply it and divide by x. And in the denominator here we have 3 power x minus 1, so we can apply the formula a power x minus 1 upon x. In place of a we have 3 here, but again its denominator does not have x, so we again multiply and divide by x. This x goes off with this one. So applying limits as x approaches to 0, the first term this reduces to 1. Why? Because log of 1 plus x upon x as limit x approaches to 0, this is equals to 1, and this term in the denominator becomes log of 3. So our answer is 1 upon log 3. Let's move to next question. I hope this is clear to you. Question number 3. So here we have a power x plus a power minus x minus 2. So here we are going to factorize this term a power x plus we write it as a power minus x as 1 upon a power x minus 2 upon x square. So after taking LCM we get a power 2x minus 2 into a power x plus 1 whole upon a power x into x square. Now you see numerator here in this term is a quadratic in a power x, and we can write it as limit x approaches to 0. We can write a power x minus 1, and this term again in the denominator is x square, so we can combine it with this term a power x minus 1 upon x whole square into 1 upon a power x limit x approaches to 0. Okay, so this term becomes log of a whole square into 1 upon, as x approaches to 0, a power 0 it is 1, so the answer is log of a whole square. Let's move to next question. Question number 4. So here again we are going to factorize the numerator. This is limit x approaches 0. 9 power x can be written as 3 power x square. Look, 9 is 3 square whole power x, so we can interchange the parts. Okay, the same way the last term is we write it as 2x whole square, and in the middle term if you see this is 2 into 6 power x can be written as 3 into 2 whole power x equal to 3 power x into 2 power x. So this is 2a into b. So this becomes a square plus b square minus 2ab, and this is equal to, this is 3 power x minus 2 power x whole upon x whole square. Now we have to apply the formula a power x minus 1 upon x, because it is of the same form, but one term is missing, that is minus 1, a power x minus 1. So what we are going to do, just add and subtract 1. So here we write 3 power x minus 1 upon x, and this term is here it is minus, so we write 2 power x minus 1, adding and subtracting 1 and taking out minus sign common whole square. Now question is simple, so here you can write log of 3 minus log of 2. First term is log 3 base e, I am not writing it, you better understand, log of 3 minus log of 2 whole square, and you know log m minus log n, this is equal to log m upon n. So here we can write log of 3 upon 2 whole square, and this is done. So you have to keep in mind the properties of log also. Log m minus n equal to log m upon n, and wherever needed we can write log m into n as log of m plus log of n, and log x power n equal to n into log of x. There are many other properties which will be used as required. So first question we have log of a plus x minus log of a minus x whole upon x. So since there is a log, so we are going to apply the formula log of 1 plus x upon x. You should remember it is 1 plus x, but we have a here, so to make it log of 1 plus x we take out a common from these two factors, writing it as log of taking a as common, so we get 1 plus log of a into 1 plus x upon a, and same in the second term log of a into 1 minus x upon a whole divided by x. Now applying the properties as I just told you, log m into n equals to log of m plus log of n. There are two terms, log of a into this term bracket with bracket. So this is equal to limit x approaches to 0. We write it as log of a plus log of 1 plus x upon a minus log of a. Again same property is applied here, and since it is negative sign here, so you get minus. Out of this is negative sign, so internal sign will be changed. So this is minus log of 1 minus x upon a whole divided by x. From here log a get cancelled, and we have limit x approaches 0 log of 1 plus x upon a minus log of 1 minus x upon a whole divided by x. Now question is quite simple. So it is reduced to the form log 1 plus x. The only term difference is we should have same factor as this one. Like 1 plus x, we should have x here. If it is log 1 plus ax, we should have ax here. But this is x upon a, so we should have x upon a in the denominator. So separating these two terms, log of 1 plus x upon a upon, here I multiply and divide denominator by a. So this is limit x approaches to 0. Now this a is written in front, so I am removing it from here and write it in front like 1 upon a. And now see, if we have log 1 plus x, we should have x here, but this is log 1 minus x upon a, so again we should have minus x upon a here. So I multiply and divide by negative sign, so this sign changes. Again log of 1 minus x upon a upon minus x upon a and 1 upon a here. So you can take 1 upon a common. Let it be as it is. First we write limit 1 upon a limit x approaches 0. So this is 1 upon a, and this term now is reduced to the standard form, limit x approaches to 0 log 1 plus x upon x. This is equal to 1. So 1 upon a into 1 plus, again this is 1 upon a into 1. So the answer is 2 upon a. I hope this is clear to you. So in the second factor we have log of 1 minus x upon a. So we need to make this same factor in the denominator. It was only x here, so we multiplied and divided by a, and with this negative sign is also changed. It is written here with positive sign in the middle. Okay, let's move to next question. Sixth question is x into 2 power x minus 1 upon 1 minus cos x as limit x approaches to 0. So since this is a power x form of the same form as a power x minus 1, so we are going to use that formula. So let us separate the terms 2 power x minus 1 into 1 upon 1 minus cos x limit x approaches 0 into x in the numerator. So to apply the formula a power x minus 1, we should have x in the denominator here. So we need to multiply and divide by x. So in the numerator we get 1 extra x, that is x square, and in place of 1 minus cos x we write 2 sin square x by 2 limit x approaches 0. We have already done this type of question. So first term is, this is log of 2 into, this is x square upon. So here we write 1 by 2 out and sine square x by 2. So we need to divide by x square by 4 into x square by 4. Multiply and divide by x square by 4. So this x square is get removed from here. So 1 upon 2 log of 2, and this 4 goes up into 1 upon limit x approaches 0, we can write it as sine x upon 2 over x upon 2 whole square, and this term is equal to 1. So we get answer as 2 log 2. This can be written as 2 log 2 square, that is log 4. By applying the property I just told you earlier, log of x power n can be written as n into log of x, and the number multiplied in front can be taken in the power. Let's move to next question. A power cot x minus a power cos x upon cot x minus cos x. Again this is of the form a power x minus 1 upon x, limit x approaches 0, so this is equal to log a. So we are going to apply this formula, but we have two terms here, and in the denominator we have cot x minus cos x, so we can reduce it as limit x approaches to pi by 2. Taking a power cos x common, we can write a power cot x minus cos x whole minus 1 divided by cot x minus cos x. So look, cot x is cos x by sin x as x approaches to pi by 2. So this term is 0, cos pi by 2 upon sin pi by 2. So this is 0 upon 1 equal to 0. Again cos 90 is 0. So this is of the same form as x approaches to 0, denominator approaches to 0. So we can directly apply the formula. Now put here x equal to pi by 2, we get a power cos pi by 2 into limit x approaches to pi by 2 separately. Separating the limits, we get a power cot x minus cos x whole minus 1 divided by cot x minus cos x. Now comparing this term with this formula, so in place of x we have cot x minus cos x in power of a and in denominator. So a power cos, the cos 90 is 0, a power 0, it is 1, and this term is equal to log of a. Log of a, so answer is log a. Why? Because we should have same factor in the denominator as it is in a power. I hope this is clear to you. Let's move to next question. Next question is e power x minus 7 e power sin x. Okay, so here we are going to use the formula e power x minus 1 upon x, limit x approaches to 0, this is equal to 1. So to apply this formula, we take out e power sin x common and write it as e power x minus sin x whole minus 1. In the denominator we have e power this is x minus sin x. Now comparing this formula with this one, in place of x we have x minus sin x and same factor is in denominator, so directly we can write limit x approaches to 0, separating the limits e power sin x into limit x approaches 0 e power, this whole term, that is x minus sin x, is treated as x and the same factor is in denominator. This term approaches 0, sin 0 0, x is 0, so we can apply this formula e power sin x and x approaches 0, so this is 1 and this is 1. Again answer is 1. Again very simple question. Next question, limit x approaches to pi by 2, 2 power minus cos x minus 1. In the denominator we have factor x minus pi by 2, so here I am going to put x minus pi by 2 as h. So as x approaches pi by 2, h approaches 0, so this term becomes limit h approaches 0, 2 raised to the power minus cos, and in place of x we have pi by 2 plus h whole minus 1 over what is x from here? Pi by 2 plus h into h. Now h approaches to 0. This becomes cos 90 plus h, moves into the second quadrant where cos is negative. So this term becomes at 90 degree, odd multiple of 90, value changes to sine. This is 2 power sine h whole minus 1 upon h into pi by 2 plus h. So now terms can be separated. Limit h approaches 0. h approaches 0. We can write 2 power sine h minus 1 upon h into pi by 2 plus h. Look, we have sine h here but not in denominator. So what we are going to do? We are going to multiply and divide by sine h, this term. Limit h approaches to 0. See, this is 2 power sine h minus 1. So we should have same term like a power x minus 1 upon x. But we don't have sine here, so we multiply and divide here and multiplied by sine h, and this h is compensated with this. यहाँ पे इसको adjust करेंगे. In the denominator we have pi by 2 plus h. Now applying limits to all these terms, as limit h approaches to 0. So the first term reduces to log of 2 base a. This term sin h upon h is 1 and this is 1 upon pi by 2, h approaches to 0. So this is 2 upon pi log of 2 base e, and this is the answer. So you keep in mind, wherever necessary you multiply and divide by the same factor. As needed in this question, we have 2 power sin x but there is no sin x in the denominator, sin h, so we multiply and divided it by sin h. Let's move to next question. Next question is e power x minus 1 upon 2 equal to 0. This is very simple question, guys. No need to do anything into it. As I told you earlier, you have to just check directly by direct substitution. So if you put x equal to 0 in this question, we get e power 0 minus 1 whole upon 2. E power 0, this is 1 minus 0 minus 1 upon 2. So this is 0 upon 2 and this is the answer. So no need to worry about such types of question. You have to check whether denominator is 0. The first case here, denominator is not equal to 0, which is the biggest problem in general questions. यहाँ पे denominator 0 नहीं है. So now come to numerator. Numerator can be 0, doesn't matter. So answer is 0 in this question. Let's move to next question. You have to try always direct substitution. Like in this case, e power tangent 0 minus 1 upon 0. Tan 0 is 0, e power 0 minus 1 upon 0. So e power 0 is 1 minus 1 upon 0, again become 0 upon 0. So this is again indeterminate form. So we have to manipulate this question, e power tan x minus 1 upon x. To apply the formula e power x minus 1 upon x as limit x approaches to 0, this is 1. We should have same factor in the denominator as in the power of e. So we multiply and divide by tangent x. E power tan x minus 1. Here I am going to divide by tan x and multiply by tan x, and x in the denominator is adjusted with the second term where we multiply by tan x, and separating the limits, limit x approaches to 0. Now this is of the form e power x minus 1 upon x. Again this is equal to 1, and tangent x upon x, this is also 1. So overall answer is 1. I hope all these questions are clear to you. So you have to practice different types of question and keep it in your mind all the formulas and formulas related to the log terms. So till next lecture, have a good day. Take care.